So a lot of younger women now, some of them are pooling their money together. They're going offshore, and they're doing something called eggcations. Have you heard of this? So it legitimately is that. They pool their money, they go to other countries, freeze their eggs there because it is thousands cheaper than to do it here in the States. And joining us in Cyber Hall is Carmel Diamisis, who traveled to Spain to freeze her eggs. Thank you for joining me.
Happy birthday.
I mean, I've heard of going to Spain because the guys are cute there. But I did not know about freezing eggs. How did you first hear about this?
There's actually a startup called Ovally in San Francisco, and a friend of mine got connected to them and rallied a group of women to go together. She just posted on Facebook, "Who wants to freeze their eggs with me in Spain this summer?" That's the girl.
Oh.
And I jumped on it.
I mean, were you afraid? I've heard of people, to be honest, again, going to other countries for plastic surgery. Some people more seriously go off to Canada because drugs and medicines to treat diabetes, cancer, it's cheaper in Canada than it is here in the United States. But were you worried? Because to freeze your eggs, that's not a light and easy thing to do either. We talk about those needles for me. It's not easy.
Yeah, I was nervous, but the clinic does a lot of vetting. It looks at all the data of the startup does a lot of vetting. It looks at the data of the clinics, and it turns out that Spain has this really mature fertility industry because of their laws around egg donation.
Mm-hmm.
And so the government actually regulates it in an even stricter way than they do in the United States. And so the more research I did and the more people I talked to, even Spanish people sitting next to me at a restaurant, like coincidentally, like the more comfortable I got with the idea of doing it there. And it wound up being definitely the right choice.
How much is it there compared to here in the States?
$4,500 is the procedure in Spain, and my friends in San Francisco have paid like $13,000 for one round here.
Full disclosure, I froze my eggs in my 30s. I suffered from a few medical issues, and a doctor came to me early on and said, "You got to freeze your eggs. We have to get in front of this, and this is an option." Several of them came back, chromosomal, low quality. You'll learn all of these terms today. And then through a lot of, work, got to put into work. I had to mentally, physically, to get to the point where I was willing to keep trying and believing that these eggs that I had, something would work out for us. But your eggs are still in Spain. To get them implanted, what happens? Do you have to go back to Spain?
I've got options. I could ship them here. There's companies that specialize in egg donation. But I think I'm going to leave them there because the truth is that IVF in Spain is also far cheaper than it is in the United States. And just like you said, it doesn't always take the first time. And so you want to save as much money as you can going through the process. We don't really make it easy for women financially to do this. So I'm going to leave them there for now.
All right. Well, you know what? Best of luck. I don't believe in luck. I think that things happen, and I don't know what the word is. I'm like, I'm not lucky. I worked hard. So you worked very hard for this, and you're educating us on something I've never heard of, and I'm sure more women will explore this. Thank you. And I do want to make a disclaimer here. This is not regulated through the FDA. There are obviously safety precautions you'll need to take if you look into this, but please consult with your doctor, consult with other people. But for you, it worked out, and congratulations for taking agency and owning your destiny. Thank you very much.